Okay, welcome back to members of 121 Community Church in Grapevine, Texas, and our ongoing study in First Sons and Last Daughters, the second volume of the Reine trilogy, Pioneer Ranch trilogy. We're going to look at 101 to 121, and let's go to block one and we'll get started. The historic circle of time. We read of Peyton in search of a lodestar. She confesses that she needs a lodestar to show her way. And she's speaking to Kelsey over morning coffee. And Kelsey tells her, "Let your heart be your lodestar." Peyton then flashes back in memory to her father's watch collection, all locked up safely in the library safe. Royce and Bryce arrive. Remember, Bryce had gone home with Royce. And Bryce goes upstairs to change because she's going to be doing some training for the upcoming competition. Peyton then announces that she's going to check on Gideon after the evening's scrapes and bruises. Peyton realizes that she must stop seeking Gideon's approval. And I love what she does here. Peyton opens the safe in the library, retrieves a watch and a matching ring that had belonged to her father. Obviously, very, very nice watch and ring. And she intends to give these as a gift to Gideon. Gideon has shown her nothing but hate and bitterness and contempt. And Peyton, as a loving mother, is going to give Gideon one of her most prized possessions that belonged to her father, a matching watch and ring. She arrives in Gideon's bedroom to find him vaping on marijuana. Peyton gives the ring and watch to Gideon and reminds him that he's named after her father. And the back of the watch is inscribed. And it reads, "Fear not the future. Instead, fear never getting started." Solid advice for everyone. Fear not the future. Instead, fear never getting started. Peyton tells Gideon, "Make your own independent path and seize it. Find your own independent way and seize it." Gideon's dark responses still prevail. He responds with hate. He's been gifted a tremendous gift, and he goes, "Did you give Bryce a ring and watch also?" Peyton walks out, and she finds that Adler's been in the hallway listening the whole time, as she had been gifting this precious gift to Gideon. She tells Adler privately that she wanted Gideon to feel that he belonged to the family, the current family, and the historic family. Adler tells her that he thinks it has made a favorable difference, and Peyton still wonders about that. She doesn't know, but she hopes for the best. But what a tremendous gift. I mean, everyone knows I love watches. I've got a pretty good watch collection myself. But my most precious watch, and this is the truth, it's a gift from my son. My son got me a tourbillon, very, very nice, actual tourbillon. It's a beautiful watch. I mean, the tourbillon movement is at the 6 o'clock position, and it's a functional real tourbillon, and it's very, very nice. I thought he was buying this watch for himself, And then he walks in and tells me, "Here you go, Dad, I got it for you." It's a treasure. It's my favorite watch. I love it. I absolutely love that gift from my son. And I guess I'm kind of like Sorensen here because that's basically what the only jewelry I like is class rings and watches. I mean, I love my Dallas Baptist and TCU class rings. I have more than one each. And I love my watch collection, especially the Tourbillon, which is really a favorite. Let's go on to block 2. We're going to look at time, chronological time, and opportune time. Love has become defensiveness between Peyton and Adler. They're always becoming defensive toward each other. But Peyton tells Adler that she is still proud of who he is, and that Bryce is the best of both of them combined. Very, very strong words. Bryce is the best of us combined. Continued support in opportune time for the Catholic mission. Peyton declares that Gideon is a fraction of them both combined. Peyton also tells Adler that she would like to buy Father Gabriel a new truck for the Catholic mission work that he does. And like I said, I mentioned this in a past lesson, but you know, Peyton is a devout Catholic, and she's a wealthy woman, and she does not enjoy the wealthy diocese. She doesn't care for it. It's artificial. She prefers the mission, the Catholic mission, run by Father Gabriel. She gives of her time. She brings food. She brings Father Gabriel's favorite coffee. And she'll fill up a pickup truck and just drive up to the mission and with the boys and deliver supplies to the mission. She loves the Catholic mission run by Father Gabriel. But he needs a new truck, and she goes, well, how about if we just buy Father Gabriel a new truck? She also asks Adler, do you still remember romance between us? And this is on her mind quite a bit. They're really building barriers between them, and they've got to tear those down. Remember, she said we need to lean into each other again. The hoofs of chronological time have crushed intimacy for Adler and Peyton. Bear Claw shows up for breakfast and offers Peyton a vial of healing oil. I thought this was interesting. And this healing oil is for her sacrificial wound that she cut into her left palm for the ceremony. And then he says you are to apply it to the wound until it heals, and then when it heals, it will be time to come home. In other words, she's going to be away from the ranch for a while when she does this. And he says, this is a vision that I had, therefore this is a visionary decree. Bearclaw calls it a visionary decree. And he doesn't have many visions anymore. He's not like Hanovi, young Hanovi. He has the ability to read signs at his age. But here he got a vision. He got a vision that normally was reserved for young Hanovi. But he said, I had a vision. You're going to be away from the ranch. I want you to apply this oil to the sacrificial wound until it heals. When it heals, you will know it is time to come back home. The visionary view from the terrace. Okay, remember in Book 1, there were two areas of contemplation and prayer and meditation in Book 1, and they were the terrace and the library. In Book 2, Reine remains consistent and The library has been a place of meditation and prayer and introspection. And now we're going to the terrace, and it's going to function as a place of introspection and meditation again. So let's go on here to the visionary view from the terrace is another of Peyton's contemplative locations. She finds Father Gabriel and Adler there reading the newspaper. She then announces the new truck gift that her and Adler want to give to the Catholic mission. And she tells Father Gabriel that they want to do it because God has blessed them. They're doing it as an act of thankfulness for their lives, which they interpret as a gift from God. They've been blessed. At this time, Scarborough shows up, and when alone with Peyton, he asked if he could accompany her on her Lake Tahoe trip. Peyton also receives a text from Ashton. I don't like this, but the old boyfriend. And he is fully booked for their reunion in Fort Worth, and he says he can't wait to get together again with Peyton. The intersecting lines across Peyton's life are increasing, and I don't like it. It looks like trouble from what I can tell, but we'll have to see how this all develops. I don't know about this reunion in Fort Worth. Let's go on to Block 3. Okay, I absolutely love the way that Reine closes out this particular 20 pages of the novel. Block 3, the impossible is the impossible a possibility with God. Praise for Bryce on the terrace. From Adler and Peyton both, they both praise her. And it's for her courage and for stepping out in faith in her competition, for her determination to reach her goals, including the goal of veterinary science in college. And she is also blessed by Father Gabriel. Now rebuke for Gideon for his hate. And that comes from Adler and Peyton both. Gideon yells down from the second-story window. He's been listening this whole time to the conversation on the terrace, and he yells down sarcasm toward Bryce and sarcasm toward Father Gabriel. Bryce declares, Gideon always tries to hurt me. And Peyton thinks back to her own confrontations with her sister Lexi. Father Gabriel consoles the family and tells Peyton that she will get her atonement. Eventually, you will get your atonement. So I love this closure to these 20 pages. Praise for Bryce, rebuke for Gideon. Where is atonement? Peyton wonders if she is raging against God by saying, why me? Why is this happening to me? But Father Gabriel tells her to look for the revealed possibilities that will unfold. Look for the revealed possibilities. It is possible to, or is it possible to do the impossibility of atonement? And as usual, this is where Reine leaves us with a huge existential question mark, absolutely massive existential question mark. Is it possible to do the impossibility of realizing atonement in a very, very difficult intersection of issues in this family? I was very impressed with this 20 pages of the novel, and I want to remind all of you, there are 8,000 of you that tune in to this channel, so I ask all 8,000 of you, please purchase Volume 1 and Volume 2 of Samar Reine's trilogy. Go to Amazon, type in her name, order Volume 1 and Volume 2. They're available. They're in stock. Very, very good pricing. So I'm asking all 8,000 of you to purchase Volume 1 and Volume 2. And I'll tell you right now, yes, Samara Reine is a personal friend. But listen to me. This is not just my opinion. She has already received 2 National Book Awards for those first 2 volumes. Reine is recognized by highly critical academic literary scholars that these 2 volumes have already earned National Book Awards. So to all 8,000 of you that participate in this channel, please purchase Volume 1 and Volume 2 of the trilogy, the Pioneer Ranch trilogy. Just go to Amazon and type in Samara Reine's name, and it'll pull them up. Tremendous lesson this time. That's going to wrap up 101 to 121, and next time we go 121 to 1. Actually, we're going to go 117 to 139. We're going to back up a little. We're going to go 117 to 139. 117 to 139. Next lesson. 117 to 139. Yeah, there you go. 117 to 139. That wraps up 101 to 1. I should say 117, shouldn't I? Okay. That wraps up 101 to 121. We'll pick up and continue on in this literary masterpiece in our next lesson.